Hello everyone, my name is Yashraj Halunke and I will be teaching you the subject of entrepreneurship development this semester. Since this is our first lecture today, we will first introduce the subject and from next lecture we will start with the actual content of the subject. So we'll start our lecture. Firstly, we will discuss the structure of the subject. So, entrepreneurship development is one of the 5 subjects that you have for the first semester. Now, according to university syllabus, there are 3 lectures per week and 2 hour practical per batch per week. But due to this lockdown, we will conduct only 2 lectures per week. But that doesn't mean we will conduct less lectures. According to university syllabus, the recommended number of lectures to be conducted for this subject is 40 and we will be conducting 50 odd lectures for the subject. So at the end of the semester, you will have 70 marks end semester exam, that is written exam. Also you have 30 marks for in semester exams. Also you have 25 marks for internal continuous assessment. So as I said, ISC, that is in semester evaluation, which is for 30 marks, shall be based upon students' performance in minimum 2 tests and midterm written test conducted and evaluated at institute level. So there will be 2 unit tests and 1 prelim exam, and based on that you will get marks out of 30. In semester continuous assessment, that is ICA, which is also called as internal continuous assessment, in short we call it as term work. So in term work, for 25 marks you have to complete 6 assignments. First assignment is a case study on male entrepreneur. That means you have to prepare a report on male entrepreneur and you have to present a presentation on the same. Same for female entrepreneur, that is our second assignment. Third assignment is social entrepreneur. Fourth is interview of local entrepreneur, where you have to take interview of a entrepreneur which is local and which is in contact with you or in anyone's contact, but he should be a local entrepreneur. Fifth assignment is SWOT analysis of existing enterprises, minimum 2. That means you have to do strength, weakness, opportunity and threat analysis of existing enterprises. So any business that is running, you can do SWOT analysis for that business, and you have to prepare 2 SWOT analysis for the existing enterprises. That is your 5th assignment. 6th assignment is you have to prepare a project report or business plan for starting a small unit and presentation on the same. That means you have to prepare a project report. If you want to start a business, you have to prepare project report and business plan. So this is your 6th assignment. Now if you refer the syllabus, there are only 4 topics in the subject. These 4 topics are divided in 2 sections. Section 1 contains 2 topics and section 2 contains 2 topics. Each topic is allotted 10 lectures by the university. That means for 4 topics the number of lectures allotted by university is 40. But we will be conducting 50 odd lectures to complete this 4 topics. Now there are 3 textbooks that you can refer for the subject, which will cover the entire syllabus. Apart from that, you can refer this reference books. But apart from this theoretical books which is good for subject knowledge and scoring good marks, I recommend you few practical books on entrepreneurship. First one in that is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Now this book explains what is asset, what is liability. Second book is Richest Man in Babylon, which explains you how you can save money and invest it to grow. Third book is The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Now this book explains you how you can invest in share market and gain money. Fourth one is 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. In this book, you will come to know how a business can be started from a scratch. And the last book is The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. This book explains how you can work less and earn more and live a satisfied life. So these are few practical books. You can read these books or you can listen to summaries of these books on YouTube. Apart from this, all study materials, that is syllabus, ebook, question paper, my PPTs, my video recordings, teaching will be available on our channel, which is EDP of BA Microsoft Teams. Second, this is my website nbnmebeaedp.genomio.com. You will get all the above mentioned material, that is a syllabus, question paper, ebook, my PPTs, my video recordings, teaching plan on this website. Also, you need to submit your assignments on this website. Also, we will conduct online test in the website. Now to access this website, you will get user ID and password soon. One more important thing, I want to request you to join NPTEL courses on entrepreneurship. There are 3 courses running on entrepreneurship which you can join now. These courses will start from August 2020, but you need to join the course before the end of this month. So before discussing what are the benefits of studying the subject, let me tell you the concept of entrepreneurship in very brief. We are going to discuss the concept of entrepreneurship in detail in our first chapter, but let us discuss the concept now in brief. So there are 3 terms called entrepreneur, entrepreneurship and enterprise. Entrepreneur is a person. Now this person takes action to start and run a business. The business here is called enterprise. The person who starts the enterprise is called entrepreneur, and the process or action taken by the entrepreneur to start and run this enterprise is called entrepreneurship. In short, the process of running a business is called entrepreneurship, and the person who runs this business is called entrepreneur, and the business is called enterprise. But running any business cannot be termed as entrepreneurship. Only if the business consists innovation and involves skills of the entrepreneur, it is called entrepreneurship. So at the end, we will see what are the benefits of studying this subject. So instead of doing job, if you opt entrepreneurship, there are several benefits. Let us assume that there are 2 brothers who have completed their engineering, and since they have studied the subject of entrepreneurship, they are not willing to do job. Instead, they both do entrepreneurship. So the first benefit that they will uh, bear or they will gain is wealth creation and sharing. So doing business will generate a revenue, it will create wealth, and that will be shared among your family, among your society, and it will contribute to the wealth of the nation. Also, it will create jobs. If you if you start a business, you will employ few employees, and that will create few jobs. When you start a business, it will generate balanced regional development. That means instead of going to metro cities to work, you can start a business in your local area, and the local area will be developed, rural area will be developed, your district will develop. So there will be balanced regional development. Also, GDP and per capita income of the nation will increase. Gross domestic product of the nation will increase as you start new business. The number of businessman increases, number of product increases, number of consumer increases, and since the gross domestic product of the nation will increase, and also the per capita income of the nation will increase, your income, your family income will increase, and individuals income will increase. That is, per capita income of individual increases. Also, standard of living increases. When you earn money, you will spend according to your wish. You can buy a new car, you can buy a new home, you can buy new accessories like mobiles. So standard of living increases when you start a successful business. Also, export of the nation increases. As you start a new business, you will your business will be global. You can scale your business up to global level, and the product or service you provide can be consumed globally, and that will lead to more exports for the nation. And at the last, it it will benefit in community development. So all your friends, all your family members, all your employees, all your consumers, which is related, all the community that is related to your business will develop due to your business, as they are employee, as they are your family, or as they are your friends. They will benefit from the business. So community development will also takes place. So see you tomorrow, where we will discuss what is entrepreneurship in detail. Goodbye and take care.